Welcome to Qualities of a Good Leader. Earlier on I said that we are going to have 12 qualities of a good leader. We want to start with the first one, knowledge. Kwa Kiswahili tunaweza sema ufahamu. A good leader must have knowledge relating to the seat he is seeking for. We are talking about a leader having enough education on that particular field, enough experience, enough skills, and exposure. For example, an MCA is supposed to be doing 3 jobs: legislation, that is making laws, representing the people, and also oversight of the county government. An MCA therefore must have enough qualities to be able to check budgets. The MCA must also be able to make laws. Somebody conversant with the Constitution of Kenya, very important. If somebody does not have the knowledge of the Kenya Constitution, how would that person be able to make laws in the county assembly? So the voters should be very much interested to know, where has this person who is seeking a position come from? What has this person been doing before? And that way, we shall be able to identify somebody who can be a good leader in terms of having the knowledge that is required in the seat they are searching for. After knowledge, the next very important characteristic is communication. Being able to talk to people. It is only through communication that a leader can understand the needs and desires of the people. A leader must be able to listen to his people and talk to them. The people also understand him when he is able to communicate properly. And a leader should have the proper language of communication. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to allow leaders who just come in the public to insult others, to use vulgar language? We are interested in leaders that can be able to communicate what is required out of their offices. Communication is very key in every sector of our economy. It is through communication that we are able to interact with the people, to get what we are thinking about, and to know what they need. So let us also make sure that the person who we are electing as a leader is able to talk to us, and we're also able to talk to them. Quality number 3, humility. Hii ndiyo tunaita unyenyekevu. Humility is the quality of having modesty, all low view of oneself. Vile unajiona mkiwa na watu wengine. This quality makes a leader have positive view of other people, however low they are. It enables them to patiently listen to their needs and desires. Humility makes one feel appreciated and respected, in that when you have a leader who is humane, you'll be able to give out your problems to him, and the person listens to you. Arrogance would be the opposite of humility. This county and this country should not have any room for any leader who is arrogant, who is not able to listen to his people, who is viewing himself or herself as very high above. We are the same people who gave this person that particular seat. Why should the person not maintain humility? So we are insisting that the leader we are going to elect this time must be people who have humility. Character number 4, integrity. What is integrity? This word features very many times when we are talking about leadership. We talk about integrity and accountability. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, telling the truth, being open, not taking advantage of other people. People with integrity have respect for others. People with integrity keep promises. They are trusted by other people. One must have integrity whether others are seeing him or not. The moral principles have actually destroyed this country. We have quite a number of leaders that do not have integrity. The government has put Chapter 6 of the Constitution to be able to ensure that the things that we do are also checked. But it is for us to also be able to find out, what do these leaders do outside where we are? How do these people relate with us in public? That's what we mean by integrity. It must be in our leaders. Leaders must have integrity. Number 5, accountability. What is accountability? This means accepting responsibility. An accountable leader does not pass blame to others. An accountable leader takes less portion of praise for good things that happen within the organization and take more portion of blame for anything wrong that happens in the organization. We don't want leaders who always pass the blame to the others. When you are the person at the top, everything that happens within that organization, you are the one to blame. You are accountable for that. And that is one thing that is lacking in most of our leaders. It is the high time we reflect on this characteristic and give no chance to leaders who are not accountable. The next characteristic is resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, from toughness. The things that normally come to leaders every day, some of them are very tough. Something will happen, and the way a leader reacts to it marks how resilient that person is. So how does that leader react? Some of them will react by giving up, and therefore they lose focus. Others will start fighting others. They fight back. Some will resort to insulting others, And when these things happen, and the leader now starts digressing from the main objective, the people who suffer are the ones who elected that person. Let us not have any chance for leaders who are not resilient. We must ensure that the leaders ahead of us are able to be people of composure. They are people who are able to control their tempers. They have got what we call self-control. Despite whatever happens, a leader should not behave like the world is coming to an end. He should be able to compose himself and move on to the next point. This character of resilience must be very key, even in our county of Laikipia. The next very important characteristic is empathy. Empathy. How do you relate with the people in terms of what they are going through? Empathy is the ability to conceive and share the feeling of others. Our people go through very many problems. Some of them are social, others are financial, others are relationship related. Some people are discriminated. How do our leaders relate to those problems that are in the community? Some, of course, don't get bothered. Some really care about what's happening. No wonder we have got so many issues relating to mental health within our community. And leaders should come in handy to be able to address some of these to reduce them. Sometimes you may not have a solution to a problem, but if you just give a reading ear to somebody with a problem, if you listen to this person, that might be a solution to some of the problem, because whenever people feel they are listened to, they have a lot of hope for the future. So we are now supposed to go for leaders who have empathy. Let us not have room for people who just care about themselves and don't bother about the people who elected them. Quality number 8 is vision. I mean, how can a leader be ahead of us and doesn't know where we are going? So a leader must have vision. This is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination and wisdom. Yes, a leader is supposed to have imagination and also be wise. A leader should see beyond his people. A leader should come up with solutions to the problem that people are facing. The solution that we have for the people should move from this point to the next. And most of the leaders, when they are coming in, they come up with what we call manifesto. These manifestos are supposed to tell us what vision the leaders have. And moving forward, of course, we must ensure that if a leader who was in the office comes in, we must now correlate the manifesto the person gave when he was entering and what the person has achieved as he is living for 5 years. Other visions may not have to come from the manifesto. As you move on in leadership, you realize what is happening and you come up with mitigation on the problems that are facing the people. Vision is very important. Let us not have any chance for leaders with no vision. We should listen to them and relate what they are telling us with our problems and see whether we have got hope in their leadership. Character number 9, influence. The capacity to have an impact or effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone. The capacity of making people believe in you, think well of you, and support your vision. You know, great leaders influence their followers. Great leaders are role models. If as a leader, one is not able to make people think and follow him in their vision, then that person has no influence. Leaders who have got influence are also able to use the same influence to be able to bring resources to their people. Somebody is able to move to other places outside their locality, and because of their influence nature, they are able to bring in a lot of funding and anything else that can help the community. Influence is very important. Character number 10, delegation. Yes, are our leaders able to rely on other people below them to be able to achieve? So delegation is giving others the authority to act on their behalf. Yes, accompanied with responsibility and accountability. A leader cannot do all this and achieve and fail to achieve, because when you believe in others and give them some of the work to do, you are able to achieve even when you are not there. We are now saying that if one tries to work without delegating their laws, things will have to go wrong, because people will just wait until the person is there. And of course, our leaders are very busy, so things will go wrong. Many things go wrong when leaders decide to work alone and don't have trust on the people below them. So moving forward, we should be able to look at leaders who believe in other people below them and delegate some of the work for them to do. Character number 11, teamwork. A very important characteristic. What is teamwork? This is giving others the chance to work as a group to achieve goals. When people work together, there is efficiency and effectiveness. In summary, we say teamwork is together everyone achieves more work. It's very important for leaders to be able to work with other leaders also. I mean, why would an MP not be able to work with a governor? Why would a governor not be able to work with MCAs? They are all working for us. you would want to encourage teamwork in our leadership. We are also saying in departments, for example, in the county government, we have Department of Water, Department of Agriculture. These departments can work together to ensure that farmers have enough water by putting their heads together and seeing what each of the department can be able to contribute. Teamwork must be emphasized in our leadership, and we cannot be giving our chances to leaders who don't embrace teamwork. Lastly, and very important, confidence. The feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or something. Yes, is our leader or the person who want to be a leader confident enough that when he gives me some work to do, I'll do to the satisfaction. There are a number of leaders who do not have confidence in other people. I mean, which leader can be good in everything? You cannot be a master of all, know everything. You must also rely on other people and must show confidence. When you show people that you have confidence in what they are doing, they have morale to work and they are able to deliver. So we are now saying that moving forward, we should be able to give chance to leaders that have confidence in others. Again, we are saying that somebody who is confident in delivery or whatever he is able to deliver is able to hammer his points properly. If you don't have somebody who is confident as he talks to you, would you be able to give that person a chance to be your MCA, to go debate in parliament? I mean, we should also be able to look at people when they are talking to us, see whether they have the qualities that relate to being able to canvass for you in the House of Legislation, like Parliament and the county assemblies. Ladies and gentlemen, we have looked at 12 characteristics of good leadership. And now, as a way of summary, having known what leaders should have, having known the 12 characteristics, it is now our chance to apply what we have learned to come up with very good leaders in this county of Laikipia. And what we are going to do is, we know very well that no leader can have all the 12 qualities to the maximum. What we are going to do now is to know the 12 qualities very well. We should be able to gauge our leaders in terms of those qualities. It's very easy to know them because you know them. And once we do that, we are going to give each of these 12 characteristics a score between 1 and 5. 5 will be very good. Good will be 4 points. Average will be 3 points. Poor will be 2 points. And very poor will be 1 point. That means if somebody is very good in communication, you give 5 points. If the person is average, you give 3 points. If on humility, somebody is very good in humility, you give 5 points. If somebody is poor, you give 2 points. That means that for the 12 characteristics, you give 5 points for each. It therefore means that 12 times 5 will be 60. That will be the maximum score one can get. If one scores very lowly, that means a score of 1, that is very poor in each of them, times 12, that will be 12 points. Therefore, you have got leaders who want to be governors. Give them points ranging between 12 and 60. And the one who scores more should be your right leader unless he changes later. Of course, we don't know what will happen later, but then let us also be able to give the people scores as they are now and hope that they will not change or they will change and become better. If someone wants to be an MP, give the scores between 12 and 60. Who scores the best? Of course, we need to elect those who score higher. And once we do that, even if they come with money, it's your choice to take that money or not to take. Personally, I will not take money from a politician. But you all have a chance to decide whether to take money. But that money should not be the reason why you give this person a seat. We are supposed to give leaders a chance depending on their scores in the quality of leadership, because these people, as Musa Laikipia once told us, they represent who we are. You have a good leader, it portrays an image of Laikipia. You have a good leader, it portrays an image of Laikipia. If you have a poor leader, it shows what Laikipians are. I mean, are we going to be laughing stock in this country like Laikipia is the one that produces bad leaders? It is the high chance that we elect proper leaders based on qualities of a good leader. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me. Asante sana, wana Laikipia, wana Kenyans. We have been able to give you the little that we have for now. We would want to continue giving you more. And we are available. Reach us anytime. Give us your inputs. Our office is located in Sogla House, second floor, room number 23. We are always there. We would want to partner with all of you. We want to encourage each of you to be able to give us feedback on whatever you get from us. We look forward to seeing you and engaging you more in the near future. Thank you so much.